Sheikh Mirza, I would like to really welcome you to Bila Quyut today.
First of all, I would like to thank you for having me on your show and trying to do some help to the Yazidi people in Iraq.
Sheikh Mirza, I'm really so sorry for what happened to your people, and I feel the word sorry is a shallow word in a time of such deep sorrow. I'm really deeply grieved for what happened, and I feel the suffering of your people.
Thank you for your compassion towards humanity and towards the Yazidi people in Iraq and the world in general.
In the fourth issue of ISIS magazine, Dabik, which is an electronic magazine, they have admitted that the captivity of the Yazidi people is a large-scale enslavement. What is the reality of the picture?
Last time I was there in just around like December 10, I met with a young lady. She was a very brave lady. She and 6 of her friends tried to escape from the ISIS in the Sinjar region. They were captured. During the captivity, they went through a very difficult time. Those young girls, as young as 10 years old, they were being raped more than 10 times on a daily basis by Islamic State militia. So one of them told me, the one I met, said like, Mirza, you can't believe, and no one can believe what had happened to us. They said that the ISIS treated us very brutally. They would come inside a big hall or inside the big house and choose the young, beautiful girls and then would rape them and then bring them back on a daily basis. So one of them, she said she was listening to some of the ISIS leaders in one of the towns close to Talafar region or Talafar city. She said that the leaders were telling each other that until now they have abducted 7,450 Yazidis, women, children, and also including some men. But the largest number was young women and girls.
It's a shame indeed, Sheikh Mirza, that at the 21st century, the word enslavement is still being used by a group of people, and they still believe it is legal and rightful for them to do so. It's a shame that a human being at this age and time would feel it's okay to own another person or allow even themselves to think that they have the right to own another human being and do whatever they want with their life.
As Yazidis, this is not something new for us. Similar genocide has happened 74 times in our past history. What we call our history has been written with tears and blood in the past and it continues to present. In the Muslim world, sorry to say that we have respect for the Islam, but they don't accept others and Islam. So they have every right, especially against the Yazidi, to kill them, to torture them, to kidnap them, to rape them. They have every right to do so. Sometimes when we hear that they say that Islam is the religion of peace. So I hope that your audience can hear, so what kind of peace is that when they in the 21st century they enslave women as young girls as 10 years old being raped by more than 10 times by different militia. So can anybody tell me what kinds of peaceful fate is this?
Again, it's a shame that not they just admitted that they have enslaved the women, they have admitted that they have divided the women among their fighters as if they were kind of a trophy for some kind of a victory. They have admitted they have been selling women and children, Yazidi women and children. And so it's not just a crime by ISIS, whom some Muslims say that they don't belong to the Islamic faith. It's a crime that is done also by other Muslim men who are buying and reselling Yazidi women and children. So it's a crime committed by a whole community, by a whole society.
of course, like the Yazidis women have been found in many other countries, including the Saudi Arabia. And there was one girl who called her family from Saudi Arabia. She was abducted, and also the Yazidis women have been found in Qatar. If this is not the way of Islam, I am sure the Muslim country could stop that. So these people, where they come from? They come from all Muslim countries.
Sheikh Mirza, it's easy for journalists to talk about it. It's easy for the international community or organizations to talk about it. It's not easy it's hard on the people who have lived it. They are fathers who have seen their children, young men and young women, being killed in front of their eyes. They are brothers who have seen their sisters taken into captivity. They are husbands who have seen their wives enslaved, and they know what these militia, the ISIS members, will do to them. They are mothers who have seen their daughters taken away in front of their own eyes. We are talking about the destruction of a whole community, the crushing of spirits, souls, hearts, and minds of these people. Tell me about the people who are still alive, whom you get in touch with and they know, they suffer the brutality of what they have seen happen to their families.
I have met with many. I met with another lady. She had only a young child, 1 year and 9 months old child. In front of her eyes, the Islamic State militia killed her husband, father-in-law, brothers-in-law, and she and with her sister-in-law and mother-in-law were abducted and enslaved. She was bought and sold more than 10 times among the ISIS militia. And later she was able, and she was one of the lucky who could escape. And after she escaped, it's like, Mirza, what kind of life do you think we're gonna have? We have no hair, we have no any types of support. So the easiest way just to get rid of our lives. As a human rights activist, and have been fighting for the human rights for a long time. So the women in the West who are enjoying their freedom and their democracy in the West, so how come just they are drinking their coffee and watching TV and doing nothing? So on the other side, just they are women like them. They are very young girls. So can you imagine for those who are listening or watching us?
Well, Sheikh Mirza, let me interrupt you here for just a second. You said that women in the West are drinking their coffee and watching TV. Well, I do understand that women in the West know what human rights are. They understand the atrocity against women, and they understand what it means for a woman to be free and what it means for a woman to live with dignity. But I want to make the same appeal from my side to the women in the Arab world. The women in the Arab world understand exactly what it means to be a captive, to live in captivity. Some women in the Arab world, they are of good means to help, and they can do it. Well, indeed, the appeal should be made to the Arabic countries, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Arabic Emirates, Egypt. The Yazidi people have suffered at the hand of Muslim militias. They need at least, they have the duty to mend some of the wounds of the Yazidi community, at least by helping easing the suffering of the survivors, and especially the suffering of the women who are in captivity, to do something to free them and to help those who have escaped.
Until now, we have not seen any Islamic country that had deplored the action by Islamic State militant, and we have not seen, even when I was in Iraq, we have appealed and we knew where their location were in Iraq and in Syria. We have appealed to the United States, to Canada, to UN, to Europe, to take an action to save those innocent people, but unfortunately nothing has taken place yet. The women believe that they have their human value. They were family, they belonged to family. They had brothers, they had sisters, they had fathers and mothers. And they say like we were being raped 10, 15, even 20 times on a daily basis. So they said killing ourselves was much easier to get in touch with one of those brutal militia. Forcing people to convert their religion is not going to get Islam anywhere. It's not going to make Islam better. Anything by force is against God. If they really believe in God, the brutality is against God as well. So they should stop it, and they should stop now. And the world should wake up to do something, to have respect, equal respect for all human beings.